this is Dodger and you're watching my show. I'm in this zone now mentally where I can't wait for Hyrule Warriors. I want it so bad, and Jesse has it. Jesse got it early and now Europe has it, and I keep seeing things about it on Twitter and I want it. So this morning, I updated my Wii U. Like 5 days ahead of time. For our first piece of news, let's just get into what you guys are wondering deep down. Yes, Mojang got bought by Microsoft. You guys might remember last week when we were talking about this as a speculation, like perhaps this could happen, lots of people are talking about it happening, nobody has corroborated that it's happening, that actually matters. But yes, the fact is that Mojang was bought for $2.5 billion, so Notch is just gonna go have so much fun with that. As an update from last week when we were speculating like, would Notch stick around, would Notch not stick around, he is leaving the company and he's gonna go make some smaller games again. Now again, some people are very excited about this and some people are so not excited about this. It's really a question of whether or not Microsoft will stick to what they're saying and actually continue to support Minecraft on other platforms. Minecraft is on Sony products. Will they continue to support the Minecraft build on Sony products, or will they just let it kind of die? These are the big questions which we have no answers to, aside from them assuring us, don't worry guys, everything's gonna stay exactly the same. We care. We care a lot. Bottom line is not many people are ever going to make a game that has quite as big of an impact on the world as Minecraft has had. And as simple as the game is, that might be really shocking to a lot of people, and plenty of us are gonna live the rest of our lives going, man, that Minecraft thing, right? Like, I still don't get it. Lawnmowers. I swear to God, they're here every day. I swear to God, somebody in this neighborhood every day of the week is getting their lawn done. You can't all just do it on the same day. You can't figure that out. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mind. If you're in Europe and part of PSN, you might have gotten a little notice in your email being like, yo dog, you wanna be in the Bloodbourne alpha? If you are one of those people, I am so jealous. I can't actually stand it. Any of you who are interested in playing that can go to the PSN beta page, but again, you have to be in Europe. This is like a super small scale test. They're only using Europeans, so I am ineligible, as are many of my friends. So at least I know that not many people that I associate with are gonna send me messages being like, hey, are you in the Bloodbourne alpha? Oh, that's right, you're not. Can I just say for the record that Bloodbourne is an incredible game. It looks amazing. It handles so well, and I'm really, really excited for it. We're not getting it until early 2015. So it's gonna be a while before it comes out, but it's exciting that they're starting to do alpha tests now. They're starting to take small groups of people and have them play test it and figure out, you know, where all of the bugs are, how they can fix everything. So if you get to be part of that, do well, young friends. Go forth with honor and stuff. You have to sign up on the beta page before Tuesday, September 23rd, so get on it now. Get on it now, little munchkins. Some of you might have third-party peripherals from a company called PDP. They make all sorts of accessories for all sorts of different game systems, and they are now developing a controller specifically for Mortal Kombat X. Now the photos for this controller came out, at least the current build, and it looks real funny. It's like, I mean there's a picture there, but it's like, it's got like one leg and then like a nub. You know, it's like, I'm imagining trying to play it. Their goal is for this controller to feel kind of like an arcade stick, which I can sort of see, like the thumbstick has lots of different micro switches. So in that way it feels a lot more like you were playing with an arcade stick. Also, without the little nub there, if you wanted, you could like hold your hand more like this and hit the buttons like this instead of holding it this way. Dodger, yeah, okay, right, yep. I'm curious why this is specifically for Mortal Kombat X though. What about this is going to be so hyper specific to Mortal Kombat X and not any other fighter? So here's my thing, right, is that obviously they're making a controller that's kind of a midway point. So you've got your fight sticks that people buy, and then you've got your normal controller. So this is trying to be sort of a midway point between the two. You're gonna go out and buy a peripheral with the hope of being better at a fighting game or getting more of that arcade feel. Why wouldn't you just save up a bit more money and get a stick, an arcade stick? Some people are just really good with controllers. Some people cannot play fighting games without a fight stick. But having a midway point, that would be a whole new thing to try and learn how to use correctly. And it's not going to come with the system. It's a third-party peripheral, so you have to go out and buy it. I'm sure plenty of people will try it out even just with the intention of saying like, I tried this out and here are my feelings, right? but we don't even know how much this is going to be. They haven't given us any sort of a price range whatsoever. I feel like in the end, most people are gonna say, it's worth it to just like put another 20 bucks on that and get a good stick. Man, we all love customization like way too much. Being able to just like fine tune all those little details, make it just right. Some of us are super into that and the rest of us are like, alright, that looks good, I'll go with that. So what if you had a way to just skip that whole process but still get exactly what you want? In a video demonstration for NBA 2K14, they showed how you can now scan your face with whatever first-party camera comes with the game system, and then it'll put your face on the basketball player. And then from there you can go in and be like, So we've heard about doing stuff like this before. I mean, beyond just like, I want a weird 3D model of myself. You know about that. But the idea of scanning yourself in a game is not a new thing. It's just something that hasn't had specific applications yet. So with the NBA games being like, you can make your own basketball player and then help them rise to the top of the ranks, right? This way, if you want it to be you rising to the top of the ranks, literally all you have to do is just like scan your face. Although, I really, 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 really deep in my heart want to just make the biggest, rippedest man in the world and then scan my face just like, and then put that on top of his head. That would be just like, perfect basketball player. Or let's be real, like Aaron and I are going to try to make Kuroko's basketball characters and it's not gonna let us, and then we're gonna cry openly everywhere. But I don't know, I feel like most of the demos we get out of games nowadays are not gameplay demos, they're customization demos. And I don't know how to feel about that because the customization, yes, it adds to the game, and yes, it gives us a personal touch within what we're playing, but it's so not applicable to how the game actually plays. We've gotten into this weird zone where we care so much more about like, man, I hope that I can make her hair pink because I just dyed my hair pink, and if I can't make her hair pink, then I'm gonna be really disappointed and probably just like not play the game. That was me, by the way. That was me making fun of myself. Now this tutorial specifically did say like first party cameras, which would imply lots of different systems, but the tutorial that they showed is for PlayStation. So it's weird because within the tutorial they're like, use your PlayStation camera, but then overall they're saying just first party camera. So we don't know. I'm assuming this doesn't only apply on PlayStation, but who even like really knows, you know? I'm stuck in that voice. I'm gonna blame Hatoful Boyfriend because that just like, ever since it's been constant. It's been like this voice constantly, you know what I'm saying? If you helped to kickstart the game Clang, I am so sorry to tell you that the game entirely has been axed at this point. Although if you are part of the Kickstarter, you probably got an email that was like, hey, we canceled the game! And then, So Neil Stephenson is a writer and he wanted to put together a game that was historically accurate. That was like his whole big pitch was, I want to make a sword fighting game that is historically accurate. And now apparently at this point, after they've playtested this game, the consensus across the board was, wow, this game is like really boring. So they've decided to cancel it. It's weird because if a game looks really nice and the mechanics are nice, which it sounds like they were, you can fix how boring a game is, right? You can come up with new systems for how to make the fight mechanics more engaging. But they did say they were having trouble getting investors. So maybe the hiccup happened because, so they got like $500,000, $526,000 on Kickstarter, right? And then they used that money to put together a playable test for the game. And at that point, I assume they were trying to find additional investors for the game to like take the game around and be like, this is what we're making. How do you feel about it? You wanna help us? But at that point, because the game was so boring and just like not engaging or fun to play, no investors wanted to take a shot on it. That's kind of sad. I guess at that point everybody would have to just kind of go their separate ways in order to be making money, right? Because when you're operating on a loss, that hurts the entire team. So yeah, if you contributed to Clang, it's dead. This is the bottom line. As a final bit of news, if you've been following the trailers that have come out of TGS, you probably saw the newest Silent Hills trailer. Although I wouldn't call it a trailer. Everybody keeps, man, I feel like everybody's making this way too complicated. So like, this video came out, right? In the VO, apparently the guy's like, yeah, this was a concept video for PT, which we now know at this point PT was this kind of circular, endless thing that eventually develops into a trailer for the actual Silent Hills game. So it was a game that once you unlocked everything, turned into a trailer. It was very interesting. So now a video came out during TGS that was like, hey, we wanted to show you this thing. This was a concept video for PT. And everybody's like, what does that mean? Does that mean that like this is part of Silent Hills? Does this count as like a trailer for Silent Hills? Or does this mean that there's more to PT? And for me, it's like, well, it was a concept video for PT. So that means it conceptualized the sort of feel that they wanted out of PT, and then they made PT, right? Am I crazy? I mean, you should watch it. It's super creepy. It's way creepier than PT was, actually, I think. But like, at this point, everybody's going, Kojima, you know how to mess with our brains. How are you messing with our brains now? And I'm like, I don't know that he is. I think he's just like, look, this thing is cool. We didn't plan on showing this to anybody. I don't know. If they put out another section of PT, that'd be fine. That'd be cool. If it involved all of those things, I would never touch it in a million years because it was actually terrifying. Like, guys, I don't think that we need to like pick at everything, every little thing that comes out about Silent Hills. I'm gonna wind up being wrong about this. In the end, it's going to turn out there was like a huge puzzle, and the only way that you could have figured it out is if you were following every single little thing that ever got said about Silent Hills, and all that is gonna come together into a massive puzzle that's going to turn into Pyramid Head, and then it's gonna blow your mind. They're all connected. And then I quit. I quit the video game industry. Anywho, that's been my show. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a positive or a negative response, feel free to leave it in my comment section. And if you'd like to have coffee with me, you can click wherever I put the annotation and it'll take you to my other channel. But otherwise, I hope you guys have had an amazing week, and I will talk to you again next weekend. Bye-bye. Mwah.